These dangling wires are a common sight in Namma Bengaluru. The issue of these low-hanging, at times even illegal cables causing accidents and deaths has strangled the city for years now. On November 19, it claimed 2 more lives when a 23-year-old woman, while carrying her 9-month-old daughter, stepped on a live wire. The mother and child, identified as Soundarya and Suviksha, were charred to death after they stepped on a live wire belonging to the Bangalore Electricity Supply Company BESCOM on a footpath near Hope Farm Signal in Whitefield. According to reports, the footpath on which Soundarya was walking was strewn with optical fiber cables. Soundarya, who was carrying Suviksha, stepped on an electric cable, mistaking it for an OFC. The incident, according to an inquiry by the Kadugodi Police Division, was a result of negligence by BESCOM officials. In a press note, BESCOM stated, taking serious note on non-departmental fatal electrical accident occurred on Sunday morning at Kadugodi subdivision, in which mother and daughter died at the spot. BESCOM has suspended 5 of its officials for dereliction of duties on prima facie inquiry and issued show-cause notice to 2 senior officers. Karnataka Energy Minister K.J. George took to his social media handle and announced 5 lakh rupees ex gratia to the victim's family. But is that enough? Yes, personnel responsible have been punished, but what is the long-term solution to this cable menace? In September last year, a girl died due to electrocution after slipping on a waterlogged road in rain-hit Bengaluru. In April 2022, a 22-year-old man was electrocuted after he came in contact with a cable wire in Bengaluru. The list of such incidents just goes on, and there needs to be a firm solution to avoid such incidents in the city.
There are 3 key basic things that we need to do, right, which we have been trying to enforce or inculcate within the BBMP for last 4 to 5 years. First is BBMP reforms. We need to have a reform by the BBMP to make the entire laying of cable a standardized process under the ground. It can't be overhead. The second is the BBMP needs to work as a professional agency. They can't just say, hey, there is a pole, there is a tree, you can lay wherever you want. You need proper data and metrics. And though some of the electric poles are the responsibility of the BESCOM, the challenge is the street-like maintenance forms BBMP responsibility, whereas laying of the BESCOM poles becomes BESCOM responsibility. So you need to fix those operational issues and accountability, which is lacking. And the third thing is, while in this case, the deceased might have thought that, okay, this is a cable which might not be impacting me or anything. Just last month, if you take in the Bellandur, Devrabisnalli, a 23-year-old got electrocuted. There have been multiple deaths or 15 plus deaths in the last couple of years because of this. Why this is happening is we don't do the required infrastructure funding. You have funds of 50,000 crore, 30,000 crore to do tunnel projects or some other projects. But for basic pedestrian mobility, you can't provide the basic infrastructure. And always the pedestrian infrastructure is considered as the last thing which needs to be fixed through infrastructure funding. I think these 3 things are very important if you have to solve this.
A mother and her baby have been electrocuted and they are dead. We call it apathy, we call it unfortunate. But I say this is criminal negligence. Criminal negligence on the part of BESCOM and BBNP. And they keep getting away with this because for them, citizens' lives don't matter. Only our taxes must be there for them on the 30th of every month. They are never penalized. They are never punished. They are never held accountable or responsible for any of this. They get away with all of this murder. It is murder because that could have been avoided. There could have been monitoring. There could be inspections. There could be in digital India, what has gone wrong, where can be easily monitored. If this has not been done, it just goes to show that they are not afraid of anybody. They know that they will get their salaries. And this must stop now, today. And I think it is time for my government to bring in a state law to ensure that duty bearers are held responsible for not doing their job and punished and penalized accordingly.
This is Afreen Hussain and you are watching India Today SoSouth.